Make you feel so good when you fucking with a baddie. Baddie, 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 baddie. When you fucking with a baddie. Baddie. Baddie, 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 baddie.
Hey guys, welcome back to fucking Baddy Lyfe podcast. Sorry, taking a sip of that. Hold up. Try to drink the rest. What do you want it? I have a friend here, but I'm not introducing her yet because she's special.
Oh my God.
They can just hear your voice. So listen, you guys, last week's episode was pretty juicy, and I kind of left it off with me texting Blueface. And before the podcast ended, and he texted me back. So let me just recap. I texted him, hey, did persuasion sit on your face? I don't believe it. And he responds, hell nah. You know, she was just embarrassed for getting her ass
Because she got her
whooped.
ass whooped.
Let me just introduce my guest. Let's introduce Keiko. Hey, baby.
Hi.
Welcome to the screen. I've known her. I met her many years that I lived here in Vegas. Like, I think I just had a baby, huh?
Yeah, you were, yeah.
I just had her. I wasn't pregnant
Yeah.
anymore. Right.
Damn, it's been a long time.
Yeah, damn, you met me at a bad time. Shit. So Keiko, we could talk about you first, actually. So I just seen you on Wild and Out.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Congratulations. That is
Thank
awesome.
you.
I was like, how does she I want to go wild and out.
Oh my God, bitch, I can't believe it. I just want to pass out. No, but yeah, I was on Wild and Out.
How did you get on there?
So I want to give a shout out to E Mills, because he was the one that hit me up. This was right before BET weekend, and he was like, "Do you want to be on Wild and Out?" I was like, "Hell yeah." Yeah, so that's just how it happened. It was very random. Like, I didn't even know that they were having a show until he told me.
Right. I actually saw you with this other girl. I used to work with her, Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know Taylor too, and I saw you guys both. I was like, oh, that's what's up. We got some Las Vegas girls up on that bitch.
But you know what's crazy? I cannot complain. I've done gigs in Vegas where some of the models were like, but there were some baddies on the Wild and Out show. It was some bad girls. I was like, okay, these bitches are fine.
Damn, okay. Well, listen, next time they do it out here, I'm going to have to audition. Like, do you guys accept people in their 30s? Because, you know, I'm an old bitch. So there's some shit going on right now in this world. You heard about the Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
The abortion thing. What are your thoughts about that?
Honestly, I feel like that's just a gimmick for people to fucking control us. Because how are you going to tell me what I can do with my body?
Yeah.
It's just a form of control.
Do you think, okay, so like there are so many people in this world that get abortions every single day. I mean, there's many reasons, so many reasons for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be some rape. It could be a one night stand. Shit. It could be, I mean, many things. They can't afford it. They're in a bad place. They're homeless. Like, you never know what that woman is going through. So for them to like even say, they said, even with rape, you can't get an abortion. Even if the baby is killing you, like, because some people they just can't carry babies. It just kills the woman. Like, many women die with birth and stuff. And there's like no exceptions. It's like, no, like there's no abort, like, no, you're having that baby, period.
Yeah.
So for me, like, I talked about this last week, and I was going to talk about my story when I felt like it, but listen, like, this was a really hard decision for me. I had an abortion this year in February, right before Valentine's Day. And like, it was so hard for me because I found out January 5th and I was so about it. I was like, I'm going to have this baby. Like, I don't even care if the dude doesn't be with me. Like, I just don't care. Like, after having my daughter, I just couldn't find it in my heart to do it. Right.
Right.
And then I don't know, man, like 3 weeks went by and I just had the worst feeling in my soul, like the worst. I was like, something's bad. And I was just numb and depressed, and like I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, and I had made that decision to like, you know, not go through with the pregnancy. So that was a story I was talking about last week, and I'm talking about it now. So for me, if I was in that situation and the person that, you know, I had the baby with, he's now like facing some crazy ass charges in jail. Like, we don't know if he's coming out ever again. We don't know nothing. And I'm thinking like, oh my God, I could have been a single mom with my baby daddy fucking in prison for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like that was like my intuition.
And it worked out in a weird way.
In a weird way. It was like a blessing in a weird way. And even though like it hurt, like I see why, you know, I see why like my body was telling me, something was just fucking telling me, bitch, like, nah, this, you can't do this. So if somebody were to like take that away from me, like at that moment, like for me, like I would have been fucked up right now. Like I would be having a baby, like by myself, like in a real shitty ass situation. But I feel like women should have their own rights. Like you can't tell a woman what to do with their body. We're already overpopulated. We're going through a fucking food shortage. So now you're saying no abortions. Yet there are formula shortages. Nobody can get formula.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like our country sets us up for failure. And I say that because, you know, like I spent a lot of time in Kenya and being over there and then coming here and the shit that America is on. Like, I hate to throw America under the bus because I live here.
Fuck America.
But they be on some fucking bullshit. Y'all motherfuckers telling me I have to have an abortion or I can't get abortions. Like, how are you going to tell? Now, just like you said, what if it's a situation where I get raped? Yeah. So I have to keep the child and grow up with that fucking child for 18 years and look at, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me what I can do with my fucking body. That's why I say it's a form of control. They want to control everything. It's about making money and control. Right. From what I was told, I thought that the abortion shit was because of like, it was made by like some Christian people or something. And they're like their beliefs or whatever. But even if that's the case, I think that everybody should have a right to make a decision about their body. So it's like some religion shit? I believe that's what it stems from.
Bro, I watched this fucking show of polygamy, like this polygamy religion. This guy had 67 wives and like 400 kids.
No, like, but that's true in Kenya. I have an uncle, girl. I have an uncle in Kenya. And he literally bought a piece of land and one wife, he built 2 houses. One wife lives on the left side, the other one on the right. And they don't fucking complain, girl. Right. They don't. That's just the culture.
Right, the culture. No, definitely. Yeah. But for as far as like having babies and I just can't imagine like all the black market abortions that are going to be happening. How many people are going to actually try to, back in the day it was a fucking wire hanger type shit. You know what I'm saying? How many women are going to die? How many women are going to kill their children? Like some people already do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think this is like a really bad thing and somebody needs to do something about it because for number one, overpopulated. We're overpopulated and there's no formula. The fuck is going on? There's no formula anyway. It's just so weird. I'm not feeling it. I think it's wrong. Nevada, thank you to Nevada. Nevada, you a dope state because
Cali too.
Yeah, in Cali, abortions are still legal. Oregon and Washington, like it's like the West Coast and a couple other states I did not write down. So, I wanted to tap into. I had some hating ass comments, I guess. And somebody called me a has-been. But like, what is a has-been to a never was and never will be, bitch? So like, you guys can kiss my ass.
You know what's crazy, Rocky? I think we talked about this before. It's always the motherfuckers that ain't doing shit that has something to say. I did an interview in Kenya. I have a friend named Lorenzo. And this motherfucker was like, yeah, you know, I didn't like the lipstick. Mind you, nobody asked him. And he's like, yeah, you know, I didn't like the lipstick you wore in the interview and the lighting. And I'm like, nigga, have you even left the United States? Like, leave the U.S. and then tell me how you feel about what the fuck I'm doing.
Right. So he just didn't like what you was wearing on your face?
Yeah, but it was my point in saying it is like it's always people that have something to say about what you're doing that can't even, like, walk a mile in your fucking shoes. Right. Like, you're not me.
Right. It's like, don't let society dictate how you move in life. Like, I don't care about the haters. I think it's funny. I laugh at most of the comments. Some of them just be like, sometimes I want to write back, but I'm like, who the fuck are you? Look at the little profile. It's like a 12-year-old. I'm like, bitch, bye. Bitch, bye. So I went to a tattoo expo, Sinner's Tattoo Expo with Susu. I'm going to do a pros and cons. Pros was I met these dope ass people and had a fucking party and a great fucking time. Cons, I never got a tattoo. One thing I won't do is I won't listen. I like to celebrate my other females. I like to support them, but like, and I was doing everything for free. I wasn't getting paid. I mean, my flight was like 180 round trip. Wow. Okay. Anyway, I'm not even trying to throw shade because it's not even a shade thing. I just feel like I should have been taken care of. You know, I went there on my own time. I missed work. I had to put my daughter up. I had to do all these things to get there. And I didn't really get taken care of. So just with this last experience, you guys moving forward, like if you're my friend, I definitely support you. If you can't compensate me, if you don't have the money, compensate me in another way if you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I got a dope ass photographer that's willing to do, you know, a dope shoot for you. Like, just try to like give, if somebody's giving them themselves to you and their services to you, try to give something back. You know, make it a trade, make it even. Like, and that's all I really got to say, because Susu's a great girl. But I felt like it was a waste of my time. As far as the pageant goes, Mindy won, and Mindy was just this beautiful soul, and I can tell she she needed it. Like, winning that crown and that sash just like really boosted her confidence, and like that's what it's all about. It's like women empowerment. So I just want to say shout out to Mindy, girl. You rocked the shit. Your tattoos were the dopest. And Chris, your tattoo artist, I'm coming to him. So I made a connection for myself. I'm getting tatted by Chris. Chris, don't forget, homie. Don't forget. No, he won't forget. But listen, I know you saw some shit online about baddies. Before I read my notes, what have you seen? What have you seen, girl?
Listen. That is the only fucking shit on Zeus that I will like. That's the main reason I subscribe to Zeus. Baddies is the fucking truth. Period.
I mean, fuck Natalie, but I
want to ask you about that too, because I want to be messy.
I'm definitely enjoying the show. I think this season, I even said it, like, I've never been a hater for her accomplishments. I've always congratulated, you know, even though she's manipulating and liar and just a narcissist, but I always say good job, like, you did it, you got what you wanted, you got your show.
So what's the tea? Because I saw y'all beefing on Instagram on the story. I was like, fuck, Rocky will really beat you up because she can't fight.
Bruh, did you see her fight Sarah?
Oh my God. And then Sarah was like, you're like, what'd she say? Your mom's name is Karen. Did you see that?
Yeah, and you went to and she's white, and she went to all white Catholic school. Because she wants to play this black card and call white bitches white, which is weird. It's like, bro, like, you're white too. Like,
so Blueface's girlfriend, how do you say her name?
Krishan. Or you can call her Rock.
Rock is the fucking truth. I felt like they kept fucking with her and saying shit because she's very quiet and she's young.
And she's in her own zone.
Yeah,
you know?
And I can relate because I'm the same way. And like bitches will try it and keep throwing eggs. And I feel like Persuasion ass with that damn front lace, she was like trying it. Like, bitch, leave her alone. She didn't do anything to you. So when she mopped her ass in that sink, she was like, oh yeah, you're dirty. You're this, you're that. She was like, you know, you don't clean up behind yourself. Rock didn't say shit, bitch. She beat her ass in the sink and was like, bitch, how about that? Who's clean?
In the sink. God damn.
That's fucking embarrassing. And she's younger than her.
Yeah, she's like 22.
21. I think she's 21.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's like a 10-year gap.
And I think it's jealousy too, because she fucks with Blueface and like everybody wants to be like his bottom, and they're like, well, how does she and da-da. So yeah, she did
with her tooth.
Yeah.
Like, he loves that. He loves her no tooth.
Exactly. And she just got it fixed, but she still whooped her ass, then whooped her ass again.
Yeah. So we kind of recapped that last week. We felt like, okay, that whole part was kind of like, you know, you should have been like, square up, bitch, because the girl didn't see it coming. She just whacked her. She was about to take a sip of her drink and she got hit, you know, like she should have had a warning. But the second round was super fair and square. I will say that. And you
can't fight. And then the other girl tried to fight her too, and then Persuasion beat her up.
Oh, wait, who? Wait, Persuasion beat who up?
Girl, it was a second time.
No, you mean Ann Moore?
Yeah, she did. Okay. And Ann is like a trip.
Okay, Ann is a trip. Like, people are hating on her so bad because she's a wannabe bad girl. She's a professional clout chaser. But the thing is, it's like, but it says that on her bio, right? It says a professional clout chaser on her bio, which is fine. I like Ann more. I want to see more
I
of her.
don't like her. I feel like she's trying to like make her way. Like, bitch, stop trying to be a star. Just be a star. Like, you're trying to like intentionally fight people. Then she went for Persuasion because she felt like Persuasion couldn't fight. Then Persuasion beat her up.
No, Persuasion, she said she overheard Persuasion talking about get ready, like telling Bree to get ready. Like, she
still got her ass whooped.
She said she overheard her talking shit. That's why instead she went right up to her. Was like, so I heard this. See, my ass would have been like, yo, Keiko, listen, I heard these bitches talking shit about me. What the fuck should I do? Should I just go like check her? Should I like wait? Like, I would have like made it messy, but Ann Moore just went right up to her and said, what's up? And I was like,
and then
damn.
she took off on her on the couch. It was just, the whole situation was weak. And then she got beat up. She wasn't even prepared and you still got beat up?
Listen. That I didn't like that, and I said that last week. I didn't like how Ann Moore just attacked her while she was laying down, right?
And then got beat up.
I feel like this. If I was Sway, I would have sat my ass up because I'm like, I don't trust this bitch at all. She's over here talking shit and I'm over here trying to catch the disease. No.
Wait, who is Sway? Who is Sway?
Persuasion.
Okay.
I thought it was Sua, but my friend's like, no, it's Persuasion. Get it? Sway. I was like, oh shit, duh, makes sense.
But I think Persuasion is cool. I tried to read her when she was on the show. I think that she's cool, and I think that Rock is very cool and humble, and that's where the lines get crossed. Because people think because you're humble, like you can just do anything, and it's like, no, bitch, she really beat you up, and she'll keep beating you up every time.
She's strong. I was saying like that girl has. She has a story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she has a lot of anger. She's grew up really, really rough. Like, so her fight comes from a different way. And I was even saying like these bad girls, like they're turning soft or something. Like they're just like afraid to like get beat up or something. I'm like, I don't know. I don't understand. I'm like, even with the whole Bree thing, the Bree thing, right? Listen, the Bree versus Ann, which wasn't really a fight. Like they just kind of squabbled and it got broken up.
To see that.
Yeah, it was just like Natalie was basically like, bro, you should have checked her when she disrespected you, and made Bree put on her shoes. Like, here, put my shoes on. Like, and Bree put her shoes on, Natalie's shoes on, and then when they were going to the bus, she just started fighting the girl. I'm like, I would never let anybody tell me who I'm gonna fight when I'm gonna fight him. Like, I'm gonna do that when I fucking feel like it. So the whole manipulation shit with Natalie, that there was a part where she was like, can all this chit chatter and fighting save it for another day? But bitch, Natalie, you just told Bree to put her shoes on that same day. Like, she just a manipulator. I think can't.
Natalie, but I thought Natalie was going to get off, and Natalie can't fight a lick. Like, she wasn't hitting anything.
Bro.
And then the girl was so calm. The white girl was so calm.
Sarah?
I was so embarrassed for her.
Sarah?
No, for Natalie, because Sarah was like on the floor, and then she was like, bitch, your mama, da-da-da. And she was so calm about everything. That's how you knew she wasn't lying about what she was saying. Because a person that gets mad first in the fight, that motherfucker is lying. Like, or in the argument.
So we touched this last week. It was like this. Sarah and Natalie, they've done a lot of shit together. They were friends for many years. So they know each other's the most dirtiest shit about each other. So that's why I felt like Natalie just tried to yell over her the whole time so she couldn't get anything out.
Yeah, because she knows
the truth. Right.
Yeah.
So they go deep and they know a lot of shit about each other. Like, I know Sarah's told me a lot of shit about Natalie, but I never repeated it because I ain't gotta do that. I ain't gotta do all that.
So what happened? You skipped it. So what happened with you and Natalie though? Like, what was the tea with that? Because I saw in your story there was some shit you were posting and I was like, okay, like what happened?
Okay, so I mean, first of all, this all leaded into like we had that OnlyFans thing that she just set us up for to get her own show with Zeus, and like blindsided us, lied to us, said we were all gonna be producers, like all these things, right? But it was really just to get us there and just to like we basically gave Zeus a free fucking sizzle reel, a free show. They filmed it, everything, like, so she basically backstabbed us. She brought a few girls to Baddie season 1. I got a contract. But when I saw my contract, I'm like, are you joking? Like, you're trying to pay me $5,000 for a fucking show? Like, with no percentage, none of that? Like, because I wasn't fucking anybody like the other girls were. Some of the girls were fucking the owner, the producers, like, shit like that. So I declined it. And then I wrote back and I gave her my offer, which was like basically double that plus like if I'm gone for 3 weeks, my daughter needs to be taken care of, childcare ain't free. Like,
Right.
well, I gotta pay somebody to watch my kid. Like, so and they declined it. They didn't want to pay me that. So I said, fine, that's fine. And then season 2, I was supposed to be on it as well. I mean, I have the fucking messages, but I still am not even like on that shit. I don't care. Like, I could blast everybody, but
Right. But
I
bitch,
just,
you should. I would.
no. Maybe I'll save it for later, but
Like
maybe
next week or next
maybe,
month.
I don't know. What's the
I stand with you.
How you
Do that
how
shit.
you feeling next week, bitch? Maybe if you talk me into it, but I just have hella receipts, and I'm not that type of person just to be blasting everybody. But Sarah had told me, this is like where we really fell off, me and Natalie. Sarah told me that I was drinking and driving with my daughter. After I left her house, I was at Natalie's house when I was in Sacramento, and I was drinking at her house, but I was with my sister-in-law. She was driving. That's her car. It wasn't my car. So the fact that she even said that I was drinking and driving with my kid, that shit really pissed me the fuck off.
Right.
And Sarah also told me that I was like not being a good mom. Like I should have my daughter in like classes and gymnastics and activities and shit. And then I didn't want to get into parenting because my daughter is very, very advanced and she's.
But Rocky, I don't know why bitches play with you, because do they not know that you'll really beat them up?
Yeah, they do. That's why she didn't want me on there.
Okay.
She's like, wait, I don't want Rocky
Because your ass
on
be
here.
fighting. Because when you were on, because your ass will really drag somebody through fucking hot water, bitch.
Girl, and after learning how to box, like, listen, I really know how to throw a punch. I have the most crookedest pinky in the world.
Like Rocky
It went
fights.
that way and it went this way because I never really knew how to like really punch. So
Yeah.
I injured this pinky will always be retarded looking, but now I know like how to fight. So I felt like that was another reason why that she didn't want me on the show, because
You were gonna beat her up.
well, she just knew if she came at me sideways or disrespected me or did something crazy to a point where I felt like that, and I don't even want to be brought there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it is what it is. She says she's not scared, but in our messages, baby, she said,
"Oh, she got receipts."
Nah, she's like, Rocky, you deserve this, and I mean, I'm not gonna read them, but
Deserve
I got 'em.
what?
Season 2, like this is gonna be the best season, and like we were having like phone calls, like video calls, and all types of stuff, and then just goes ghost. I don't know. I'm not really tripping though. Like, bitch,
That would make me want to fight you more.
no,
because I hate when a person says they're gonna do something. Matter of fact, I have to call somebody when I leave here too, because that shit gets on my nerves. Don't tell me you're gonna do some shit and then don't do it,
dude. That's all she's about, is telling people that she's gonna do something for them, and then she doesn't do it for them. But I'm not really tripping because I just filmed something. It's called Bad Blood. It's gonna be, this teaser is dropping on Friday. I talked to Christina, and I mean, you guys have to watch it. I can't really tell you the outcome, but for me, it's like she's online like crying wolf when, bitch, you was running with the wolf. You was running with Natalie. Now you didn't get what you wanted, so now you want to cry about it. And I even told her that, like, how you gonna cry wolf when he was running with the wolf? Like,
Facts.
just because now you get the shitty end of the stick, like, you get used, and when they're done with you, it's like, what do they need you for anymore? You know what I'm saying? And like, I just don't fuck with people like that, period. And she should have known better. But
you two were cool at one point. You and Natalie were cool at one point.
yeah,
right?
I mean, I went to her baby shower. She went to mine. I went to her house. Like, my stepmom knows, like, her mom, they grew up together. Like,
Yeah.
this goes like deeper than just like, I know you from the TV show.
Right.
But you know, some people don't want to give you your shine. They don't want to give you because they don't want to be outshined. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like very I have power, but I'm humble and I'm real and I'm honest, and I'm not going to do people wrong. She has power, but she's going to do everybody wrong to get the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not there. Like, I'm not going to do the wrong shit to get the bread.
Right.
I'd rather do the right things to get the bread, you know? And like, when people work with me, I want them to be like, that was beneficial. It was a good experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then the other way around. So that was that, bitch. Like, I know she loves me talking about her, but guess what? It's okay. There was this thing on season 2. It was Sway talking about cancer, her cancer scare. And I'm not gonna go bad on no cancer because I don't think that's right. Maybe she had that abnormal pap smear where she possibly could have had cancer cells, but she had cells that were possibly cancerous. So when they came back uncancerous, like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If I got that news, I'd be freaking the fuck out too. You know what I'm saying? I would be like, oh my God, like
that's why she was crying.
I almost had cancer, like I could have, I could have had cancer because she could have. But when she was apologizing to Krishan Rock about, talking shit about her or whatever, I felt like that apology should have been an apology, not turned it into a poor me story. Like I got cancer or whatever. It should have been, Krishan, I'm sorry, and I'm older than you, and I should have acted right, and I should have done this, and this, not turn into like a sad pity me bullshit.
Well, bitch, you still got beat up, so we can't take that back. But I see what she's saying.
You don't like Sway, huh? You Team Rock.
I don't know. Like, I can't say I don't like her because I think that she's a cool person. But I think that she came in the house with this mindset of like, oh, I'm the pretty girl and da-da-da-da. And like tried to punk Rock. And like, bitch, you're not going to do that to her. And she beat your ass twice.
Oh my God.
So it was well deserved. And then you try to come with this story of cancer.
Yeah.
Like, we're sad and I'm sorry for you. But bitch, you still got beat up. And it's sad she has cancer. So God forgive me.
No, she doesn't have cancer.
Oh, so what does she have?
It was just an abnormal pap smear. And no way, don't laugh. Okay, listen, she could have.
I thought she said she had cancer.
Well, she said she thought she did because
the pap smear was abnormal. Sometimes we have abnormal pap smears.
It could be anything. Listen, you could have a UTI, you could have a bacterial vaginosis.
Girl, she got beat up, so she has to cover up. So she had to use that because her ass got whooped. And it's fucking embarrassing. Not once, but twice. But
I just feel like, listen, you guys, I want to put you up on some game when it comes to abnormal pap smears. Yes, you could have cancerous cells on your uterus. You would need a biopsy for that. So that means that's what she had. But also, you could have yeast infection. You could have a UTI. You could have...
so the first thing she jumps to is I have cancer.
Bacterial vaginosis. Well, I think the thing is they said that she needed a biopsy for it. Okay. All right, listen. Next. So there was another fight. It was like Rolly and Ann Moore. You saw that?
Oh no, but I know it was bomb.
Okay.
My God.
It definitely could have been better. Listen, Ann Moore is giving energy. I think she's doing a little too much for sure, but I don't know why. I do like her because she's not scared of nobody. Like, she's very outspoken, but okay, go ahead. What do you think?
I think I don't know. I think I didn't see the fight, but Rolly, what's her name? Rolly
Polioli.
She's funny. She's
funny. She was one of the girls that canceled on me. Remember, I was like, oh, you're doing your podcast yourself? I'm like, hell yeah, bitch. I've already done it before by myself. So I started just carrying this shit on my own, you know what I'm saying? Which it turns out great. But she canceled on me 1 week. Like, she was like, hey, I'm on my way. And then, hey, I'm sorry, my boyfriend's driving from the other side of town. We'll be on our way soon. Hey, and sent me a screenshot of like the maps saying, oh, it's saying 17 minutes. Oh, there's a car accident. I'm like, this bitch is playing me. And she left for Baddie season 2 the next day.
What?
Yeah, it's like these girls don't want to fuck with me because they want to kiss Natalie's ass. Even like with Bree, listen, I did get your DM. The thing is, I will talk to you on my own time when I feel like it, just like you said. So until then, yeah, I will definitely do that. I will no, because me and Bree were cool. We
met you're talking about Bree from
BGC. So me and her, we were working on I had a show, and I was making her a producer. We had weekly meetings for like, I don't know, a couple months every week. And so for her to like basically like say, oh, I'm sick, or oh, I can't make it, oh, I can't do this, and just made excuses why she couldn't come on my podcast when she lives here. I learned why, because she was being on Baddies and she didn't want to like jeopardize making Natalie mad. So I'm like, all right, bitch.
So Natalie's the ringleader.
She is the ringleader. She's like the pimp. She's the pimp of all BGC. she brings girls to like Dubai and stuff like that. That's why whoever has been to Dubai with her definitely was getting some money with her. So there's this.
So is that true what she was saying about what's the girl's name that was like the white girl that was like, yeah,
Sarah?
you know, you have all these guys and they're giving you money and you have a husband.
You're taking it back home to your
yeah,
husband.
is it true?
I mean, yeah, that's really what it is. But I mean this, like, he's a stay-at-home dad. I mean, he's hot, stay-at-home dad, and doesn't have to work.
Who's hot?
You don't think her husband's hot?
Not to me, but
I mean, he has hot tendencies. He's big and like strong.
that doesn't make him hot.
Okay, I like his hair. I don't know.
His hair is, you know, he's a little like he is big.
Yeah, he's big. I mean, he's like attractive. I wouldn't say like, oh my god, he's like the hottest guy ever, but he's attractive. I think he's attractive. And I do know people that he fucks too, so they both cheat on each other. Actually know one personally out here in Vegas. But we won't get into that one, and it's not me. I promise you that it's not me.
Is she cuter than Natalie?
I mean, honestly, no, they're both equally like, no. I mean, the other girl looks like she's fucking 50, but she's 30. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like her skin.
Fucking Rocky. What's wrong with her skin?
I just feel like maybe it looks like she's been smoking cigarettes since she was like 12. You
know what's crazy? Okay, I'm going to say this because I don't want anybody to get mad at me. I've literally known Rocky. I think you were the first like reality TV person that I met with Stunna. So nobody can feel any way about me being on your show because I've known you way before I've met any fucking body.
Girl, my daughter's 4, so you've been knowing me for like 4
years. And remember, we were supposed to do the show with Stunna. I don't know if you remember that, which still hasn't happened. And this was 4 years ago. Nigga.
I said, fuck him. I'm like, he just says all these things and it never happens. I'm just like over it. You know what I'm saying? So
movies and all this shit never happened. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you were one of the first girls that I met out here too, to be honest, after I had my baby. I really didn't know anybody.
Yeah, and remember we did the whole photo shoot thing with the other girl? I don't know if he liked her. She was super young. You remember?
Where?
Remember when we had on the pink sweaters? Do you remember that or no?
No, was I drunk?
Oh my god.
The pink sweaters?
Yeah, we had on like pink sweaters and it was for like his little brand or whatever he was trying to do. I don't know if you remember that.
Do you remember being at that like food? It was like a weed show or some shit. Weren't you there? It was like a cooking weed show.
With Wiz Khalifa, right? Was it that show?
No.
That he never did.
No.
He's like, yeah, we're going to have Wiz. Then he was talking about Denzel Washington.
Oh, yeah,
like, nigga, shut up. You ain't getting no Denzel Washington.
Same way.
Up.
Yep, same shit.
Oh, my God.
But, yeah, we go way back. So, I mean, no shade. Listen, this is not a competition. We can all share the love, all share the spotlight. I think you're beautiful. You've always been so beautiful. And I know you did a show, right? You're in a movie.
Yeah.
I met you. I mean, I not met you, but I seen you like months and months ago, and you had just filmed something. What was that?
I don't know. That was probably okay. So we did a pilot for a TV show called Talk Nerdy to Me that was produced by my friend Eric. So that show we did the pilot at HyperX Arena. So that show is for gamers, like people who play Madden, Fortnite, 2K. It's not really a game show, but it's like, it's just like a show that's targeted for gamers.
Okay.
Yeah, but they needed like a sexy host, and that kind of fell in my lap. Like I was like minding my own business. I'm cool with his girlfriend, and she's an acting coach, so I was connected to her. And he's like, Tiff, our host, she canceled on us. We think you'll be good. And the other co-host, his name is Keith. And he's like, I really want you guys on the show. I think it'll be good. So I'm like, well, let me just take one for the team.
Okay.
So I did it. And then that was that. And then the movie that I was in was Back on the Strip with Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart. And
was that on HBO or what was
I don't know
on?
if it came out yet. They said it was supposed to come out later this year. But,
okay.
And girl, they fucking played me because I went on set and they're like, yeah, it's been a while though. I think we did that last year. But they wanted me to like shuffle some chickens, bitch, and they were like 30 pounds each, like rubber chickens, because there's like a scene where we're like doing a comedy show. And I don't want to talk bad about the producer's wife, but the producer did like Real Husbands of Hollywood. He like produced that show.
Okay.
So his fucking wife was there and was like, yeah, just make her use the chickens. And he was like, she's too pretty. She's not going to shuffle chickens. So he's like, well, what can you do? Can you sing? Can you dance? Like, what can you do? And I was like, yeah. He said, well, we're not paying you to do that. So just do this. So they had me like take a bow or something and some shit. And that was it. But it was like kind of a setup for failure because the lady who booked me, Julie, she's like, all you have to do is go on camera and be pretty. And when I got there, it was something totally fucking different, girl.
No.
And I had to do a bunch of shit. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to look a mess.
Did you shuffle them chickens, bitch?
No, bitch, I didn't shuffle no chickens. No, hell
I'm
no.
like, what the fuck? So listen, you guys, I feel like this. I feel like whatever is being said on the internet, because I'm not really an internet gangster. I'll say some shit, but I really don't want to argue unless it's like really meaningful. But everything that I'm saying right now, if it's about Rolly, if it's about Bree, even Gutta was supposed to fly in here, and I was supposed to pay for his flight, and he canceled too. So like, I hate when people cancel. Like, that's why when you're like, hey, you're just doing your show by yourself. I'm like, yeah, because I don't need nobody to like really do. I don't need nobody. I can just handle this shit on my own. I mean, it's always so much fun to have like a host that's fun. We could talk about things like that. But that whole bailing on me shit, it's really really for the birds, like, period. So I don't know, girl. I'm just, listen, what I need you to do, are you available on Wednesdays? Well, today's Wednesday. Sometimes.
I have to check my schedule. Sometimes, yeah.
So you have a Zeus subscription?
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen. Watch the shows, so then like when you're on here with me, you know what the fuck we're talking about.
But you know what's so crazy? That's I'm not even like into all that shit. Like, I'm not, but I love baddies. I don't know, I just do. Like Rock, she's a real one.
I like Rock too. Like, Rock honestly is my fave. Yeah. I like her. No, I definitely do like her.
But you know what I really respect about her though? I feel like even though like her situation with Blueface, and he probably does do things that he shouldn't do toward her, he fucking loves her, and that's just what it comes down to. And a lot of people are mad at that because of what she looks like. And this one, my homeboy told me, he's like, you know, guys don't marry the baddest one, because we see dudes and he's like with a girl that's like not as cute. You be like, well, why is he with her? He could have the baddest chick. But men don't be with women that are like the baddest. They fuck with the one that's like, you know, is quality to him. So she probably does things that other women can't do for him. You know, even if she's missing a fucking tooth. That's a prime example.
He loves her no tooth. He does. Listen, Blueface loves her no tooth. And to be honest with you, like, I love her. I love her no tooth. Listen, Krishan, if you ever see this, I like your no tooth. She rocks it with confidence. And that's the thing. If it was me, I wouldn't smile. I would not be smiling with my no tooth, but she doesn't care. And made her. That's why I said I like her. Famous. It really made her famous.
And I like her because her ass could fight.
Listen, it's not always about fighting.
It's not, but when people try you, sometimes you have to like apply pressure.
Right.
Because they would have kept fucking with her. Like, if you saw when they were in the room on the bed, they were all ganging up on her, and she was like, "Who the fuck are y'all talking to?" Like. And then she went downstairs.
It was like comment after comment after comment.
Yeah, and then she got tired of it and was like, okay, you know what? Like, so yeah.
Yeah, no, I fuck with her too.
Somebody left a comment and said this is a gossip chat.
Fuck y'all. No, definitely Keiko. Listen, what? I am honestly, next week is like 4th of July. I would love to have you on again because, you know, I know you, bitch.
That's what I'm saying. People are talking shit. I'm like, I know this girl. This is conversations we would have on the phone.
Yeah, like, no, dead ass.
So they could kiss my ass.
But we can definitely watch. Okay, please on Sunday, just watch the show.
Okay.
And if you're available on Wednesday, you could definitely hop on. I am here at 3 on Wednesdays, and I film every Wednesday. But it's just something fun to talk about, and we could talk about like real life stuff. So if you ever have anything that you want to like you know, talk about or put your voice over too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm super down for that because like this is a place to speak realness, you know, to give hope and faith and confidence to people. Like, I want to really build up women and shit like that. I don't really want to, like, even for me, like commenting on all this negative reality TV shit, I try to keep it as positive as I can. Even with the whole, like, people are like, oh, talking about persuasion, faking this cancer thing. It really wasn't a fake. I think it was just more of like she was just going through some shit that she could have and she was afraid of it, because if she would have got her things back and it said yes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just scary. It wasn't the right time to talk about it. You don't apologize to somebody and then make it about you. Number one, you just don't do that. You should just talk about it on your own time, like not when you're apologizing to somebody. Because Krishan got the fuck up and walked away, was like, what the fuck? Like,
that's what I'm saying. She's a real person.
Yeah,
like,
no.
she's real. Like, I feel like the person that you see on camera is how she is off of fucking camera.
No, definitely.
That's why she was like, bitch, don't try to come and apologize to me with that bullshit, you know? Because it's like,
Yeah.
it's not sincere.
Oh, definitely. Fuck, what the fuck? I just missed a text message. But anyways, guys, listen, I got shit to do today and I gotta go. But thank you to Keiko. Her Instagram's on here. I'll link everything down below. And yeah, I need to go. Definitely. Thanks for sitting in here, bitch.
I love you,
And then
Rocky.
we usually just, I like to talk at the end because it's so fun. And we're just so bad. And then bitches are so sad. See you next week. I love doing that.